three from Rizashay. Bertle grabs a miss. Outside Barnes. From the wing. And again, Toronto, no good.
They haven't been able to find their rhythm. That's 3 straight misses now.
Young against Quickly. And Young gets it to go.
It's such a creative finisher. Young will find a way, even with the defender all over him.
And we're joined now by Shams Charania. He's calling in with a story. Good to have you, Shams. What's going on?
Thanks, guys. No doubt that a healthy Kristaps Porzingis is still a unicorn for what he can bring to a team. When Atlanta pulled the trigger to bring him in, they envisioned him stretching the floor, and Porzingis has opened up about recovering from the illness that sidelined him during the 2025 NBA playoffs. Guys, the Hawks are hoping he can be the player that helps get them back into the postseason. Their entire 2025-26 regular season hinges on KP.
He's a big factor. All right, Shams, thanks for the update. He's off on the first. You know, Grant, with Fred VanVleet, Pascal Siakam, and OG Anunoby all winning on new teams, you wonder, did the Raptors have to blow it up?
You know, B.A., it's a fair question, but Toronto's front office saw a ceiling. So the question is, can they do better with this rebuild? And it remains to be seen.
And no luck that time either. And while the Raptors are rebuilding, they're not bottoming out like some teams out there, Grant.
Yeah, they have some pieces. I mean, some young guys who can really play. And with the lottery odds flattened out in the play-in tournament, that middle road is more agreeable than in years past.
Here's Quickly. The Hawks getting their last shot to go. 2 points. That one goes.
Well, it took them 4 attempts, but they've taken the lid off the basket. Maybe that'll get some momentum going.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
I briefly spoke with Quinn Snyder. As far as Brandon Ingram goes, Coach believes that space is the key. He told me, quote, if we can close the gap, there aren't as many tools that he can go to, especially if we have a second defender to throw an occasional arm out. Percentages drop quite a bit in those cases. Back to you guys.
Okay, thanks, Allie.
And look who wanted revenge. Scotty Barnes was committed to getting the answer.
Here's Daniels. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Barnes drives in. Oh, it's blocked by Porzingis. Out of bounds as Toronto keeps possession. Well, if you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. And that one's good. Ingram.
Well, there's that smooth jumper of Ingram. So outstanding at just creating space and rising up over the top.
Now here's Young. He's got 5. And the whistle blows on a backcourt violation. Went over and back. Quickly deciding where to go with it. And the layup is good.
He's looking very confident so far. The defense is going to have to account for him.
To the middle to stop the run. And a slam dunk by Porzingis.
Well, this is what you love to see. Porzingis attack the rim.
1:52 left in the first quarter here. And watching Dyson Daniels over the past year or two, he's really come into his own, Stan.
Yeah, Brian, sometimes it's just about being in the right situation, in a role that plays to your strength. That's really unlocked some things for him.
And here's Young. He'll bring it up for Atlanta. Outside Rizashay. Takes a 13-footer. Rebound Toronto. Hurdle's got 4 rebounds now. Toronto has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Daniels passes to Young. A minute 9 left to play in the first quarter. Down low. Here's Johnson. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Porzingis. While we have a moment, let's check out the highest scoring teams in the league last season. 5th on the list, the Hawks.
And last year, I liked watching this team operate on the offensive end. The ball movement, the patience, the confidence. You love seeing all that come together.
Timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Atlanta making some changes. Okongwu's checked checked in for Porzingis. Alexander Walker comes in for Risache. And it's Kennard in for Daniels. Mamukelashvili's checked in for Toronto. R.J. Barrett comes in for Dick. The shot's good. Quickly's gotten his third basket of the night. 54 seconds left to play in the first. Young with it. 5 points in the game. And that's a foul called on Jakob Poeltl. That's his first foul. Atlanta making some changes. Gay comes in for Johnson, and Payne is subbed in for Young. Okongwu, the pass to Payne. And he's going for the oop here. It's stolen by Ingram. Quickly against Kennard. Goes back up. Barrett can't hit.
I mean, come on. That's a shot you expect him to make.
Outside, Alexander Walker. Fires for three. It doesn't go for him. Quickly, passes to Barrett. And here's Ingram from the arc. And the three-pointer goes. Ingram's got 5 points.
Love to see that kind of activity. He just makes things happen.
And so the first quarter is in the books. Raptors out in front, up by 5. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Raptors.
Well, they're in a great flow. The ball's moving. All those assisted buckets means the offense is running well.
And they've done a tremendous job just creating havoc defensively. Active hands have led to tons of turnovers that they've capitalized on.
And let's check in with Allie LaFour. She has an update on Kristaps Porzingis. What do you have, Allie?
I was able to talk with the head athletic trainer of the Hawks about his status. He let me know that it's a strained hip, which causes plenty of soreness and shooting pain in that area. It's not enough to keep this gamer out of action, though. He's making a go of it. Guys?
Thanks for the update there, Allie.
Yeah, so much changes around the league year to year, but the danger and impact of injury remains largely the same. It's not enough to be good. You gotta be lucky, too.
So on the floor for Toronto to kick off the second quarter, we've got R.J. Barrett, and it's Shed in at the point. Will stand a move by the Hawks to diversify their offense with more cutting and ball movement.
Well, it's made the Hawks tougher to defend and keeps all 5 guys engaged. As prolific as Trae Young is, it's too much to have him do it all by himself. Well-placed pass in the hands of a guy ready to attack.
And so here is Toronto. First chance of the season for them to go up against Atlanta. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaFour.
Hey guys, Raptors coach Darko Rajakovic explained what he's looking for on the offensive end. He said, quote, it's unselfishness, ball and body movement, playing together and making each other better. Also, you have to be able to adjust. Basketball is not set in stone. If it was, it would be a recipe. Guys, back to you.
Yeah, gotta roll with the punches. Thank you, Allie. And so now a timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. Atlanta making some changes. Risache, he's checked in for Alexander Walker. Daniels comes in for Kennard. And it's Young in for Payne. Toronto also changing it up. Barnes, he's checked in for Mobo. Brandon Ingram comes in for Walter. And it's Grady Dick in for Shed. And here's Ingram from the arc. Drops in the three. Ingram's got 8 points.
Well, that's his game. Ingram is so comfortable on the catch and shoot.
Here's Gay. And it's all from three-point range. Toronto has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. The shake. Nice move inside from Barnes.
That's why you keep your head up. If the assist is there, you can pounce.
Hawks trail by 3. Young looking around. Pass to Gay. Pulls up. Rebound by the Raptors. Barrett's got 4 rebounds in the game. Here's Ingram. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Ingram's got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, Ingram's very efficient when he gets the ball that close to the basket.
And so the timeout by Quinn Snyder here. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. And Grant, in recent years, we've seen the pace of the NBA game increasing.
Yeah, it stagnated in the 90s, but it is back. We're still not at the frenetic pace of the 1960s when we'd see over 120 possessions a game. But the efficiency is at an all-time high.
Johnson, he's checked in for Gay. Here's Daniels. Shot to stop the run. Rebound, Toronto.
Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
And he comes up with a bucket.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Outside Rizashé. There's the triple. It's hauled in by Mamukelashvili.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line. Just so successful getting the ball inside and finding those great looks.
And since arriving in Toronto, his hometown, R.J. Barrett has seen his game take a step forward, Greg.
Yeah.
Oh, flying high!
Unreal!
Throwing it down!
That's just incredible. Well, you can't teach the athleticism displayed there by Johnson.
How about that elevated look on the AT&T Connected Cam? To the paint. Shot is good by Mamukelashvili. And the Raptors lead by 9.
They're simply not missing. Unreal.
Well, as a coach, this is when you enjoy what you're watching. Your team playing well and everything just flowing.
Rizashé. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Team seconds.
It's going to be on Brandon Ingram.
Yeah, Rizashé is already advanced with the ball in his hand. He knows how to pick up that whistle.
This is his first trip to the free throw line tonight. And Atlanta making a change here. Porzingis is checked in. Pirtle's checked in for Toronto. Quickly comes in for Barrett. He hits the second from the line.
And the first pick in the 2024 draft, Zachary Rizashé has such a polished game at such a young age, and the scary thing is he's only going to keep improving.
There's Young with the 3, and Atlanta misses again. On offense, here come the Raptors. They're on a 13-3 run. Back to Ingram. Toronto passing it around. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Rizashé with the ball. He's picked up by Barnes. Young on the run. And Rizashé, the bucket on the assist from Young.
Well, Trae Young is one of the most gifted playmakers we have in the game.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. And here's Ingram from the arc. Atlanta with a rebound.
If you can, use up the clock en route to the last shot.
Yeah, but if you get an open look, you got to think about taking it no matter how much time is left on the clock.
Man, the defender really went after him.
Atlanta shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
Yeah, Kristaps Porzingis, a solid shooter from the line.
And that's good as he hits both shots.
And give them credit for making a more concerted effort to get to the line this quarter.
A deep 3. No luck on that one. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. Raptors out in front, leading by 4. Let's send it courtside and check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have? Thanks, Allie. After the break, we'll see you right back here to begin quarter number 3.
Hello there, folks. Toronto Raptors and our featured matchup, which has not disappointed.
Playing well on the road can be very difficult. They're doing a good job despite the challenges.
Away from home, they aren't letting the crowd get into their heads. In fact, they've looked comfortable at times. As we move on, let's get a look at... That's it for us. Thanks for tuning in. Now let's send you over to Brian Anderson with the 3rd period.
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. Boy, this has been one outstanding game from Brandon Ingram.
The numbers say it all. He spent the first half playing efficient ball.
Yeah, it's not like he's getting everything at the rim. He's playing smart and just taking what the defense gives him.
Here's Young. Trey is flanked by Daniels in the backcourt. Rizachet at the 3, Johnson at the 4. And it's Porzingis in at the center, locking down the middle. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Quinn Snyder. On the wing, Grady Dick. To the inside. The shot by Pirtle, no good.
Well, that's the look he wanted, but the defense doing just enough to impact that shot.
Pass to Porzingis, inside. Porzingis putting the size to work.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is. The shot by Ingram, no good. And it's Daniels with the ball for Atlanta. They lead by 1. How about Dyson Daniels, Grant? Last season, leading the league in steals.
Well, averaging over 3 a game. That mark hadn't been met in over 3 decades, B.A. And in the process, the Aussie earning the nickname, the Great Barrier Thief. Not bad.
And here's Quickly. He's got 6. Here's Pirtle. It's rebounded by Rizachet.
Stumbling to start the second half. 3 straight misses.
Offensive board. Chalk up 2 there. Johnson's got his second basket of the night.
Well, you'd better put a body on Johnson. That guy is just too talented to forget him.
Here's the group of players who had the most steals in the league last season. Dyson Daniels on top.
And we saw how effective he was on defense last season. Taking pride in mucking things up and being an absolute pest, grabbing all those steals. Oh, man, what happened at halftime? Since then, they're 0 for 4.
Outside Young, pass to Rizachet. That one's good, and it's Young with the assist. Young's got his 3rd assist of the night.
Yeah, they've come out of the break confidently. 4 of their first 5 here to start the second half.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thanks, guys. Jalen Johnson, great in the 2-man game, and he talked about how he operates off the pocket pass. He said, quote, it's simple. You got to read before the catch. Point 5, quick decisions. Just how quarterbacks have progressions with receivers, I have progressions in the pocket, and I read those. Guys, back over to you.
Okay, Allie, thanks a lot.
Yeah, their shot selection has not been great this half, and you can see their field goal percentage dropping too.
And the call will be against Brandon Ingram. That'll be a second foul of the game. Young against Quickly. Daniels outside. Down low. Here's Porzingis. Oh, it's Porzingis with the jam.
And they're building up steam, getting out in front and trying not to look back.
Well, look, we've seen that no lead is safe these days. You got to keep scoring and extending that margin.
Barnes, no good.
Good job hitting the glass. They're +8 in rebounding.
Left side, Rizachet. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Here's Quickly. And again, unable to change momentum here. Atlanta leading by 9. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Showcasing his athleticism. Plays like this are why you got to be excited about Rizachet's future in this league.
Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Atlanta. The Raptors also with a sub. Barrett's checked in. The shot by Pirtle, no good.
The other team just looks more in sync and is riding the momentum.
Their body language does not look good right now. They're deflated and unable to stop this run.
Assist from Alexander Walker.
Johnson against Barnes. Shoots over Johnson. And too long on the shot. Atlanta has gone 2 of 3 from outside so far in the 3rd quarter. And Rizachet gets it to go.
And another great assist. The offense is really clicking now.
They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Dick. And again, no good by Toronto. Well, the defender's stopping the developing fast break. That looks like a transition take foul. And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight.
Nikhil Alexander-Walker, shooting 1.
Atlanta making some changes. Okongwu's checked in for Johnson. Kennard comes in for Risache. And Payne is subbed in for Daniels. 1:07 left to play in the third. Knocked away. Stolen by Quickly. Into the lane. And he lays it up and in. Quickly's got 8.
Well, that's what you want. Get him the ball and see if he can close the gap.
Lets a floater go. And Payne lays it up and in.
They've toned down their three-point attack in the second half, looking to protect the lead with higher percentage shots.
Barrett can't hit.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Here's Alexander Walker. They kick it out to Porzingis. Buries it from 3. And 11 points for Kristaps Porzingis.
A big man with big-time range. Porzingis is a legit threat from three-point land.
Atlanta leading by 19. 3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Alexander Walker, the pass to Kennard, and the Hawks with another 3.
Throughout the second half, they've achieved excellent efficiency on the offensive end.
Here's Pirtle. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. And he'll take his third and fourth free throws of the night. No good on the free throw. Both teams deciding to change it up. And the second free throw is good. 7 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Okongwu. Oh, he cracks it down right on top of Jakob Poeltl.
Just rising up to the rim.
Man, when he gets up there, he gets up there. You know what I'm saying? And so it's Atlanta with plenty of breathing room. 20. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And from the two-guard spot, an unselfish play like this sets a fantastic tone.
Yeah, well, he looked like a pass-first point guard on this assist. Incredible instinct to feel the play develop and set up the score.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. So for Toronto right now, R.J. Barrett out there with Brandon Ingram. Then it's Walter, and it's Mamukelashvili in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Young, way outside. Trying to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Ingram deciding where to go with it. Wing shot on the way. Rebounded by the Hawks. Earlier they held a 23-point lead, and that'll be their only game on the road before heading back home. There's Young with the 3. Walter pulls it in. Raptors trail by 20. Here's Shed. Count it. Shed's got 5 points now this quarter.
Soft interior D, and they've exploited it.
Pass to Alexander Walker. Now Okongwu. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. All right, Coach, let's talk about Onyeka Okongwu. What an agile player for his size.
Yeah, B.A., no question. And on both ends, too. Plus, the guy gets up in the air and then reaches out over 7 feet in wingspan. His speed at his size can be a huge advantage.
Jalen Johnson, he's checked in for Gay. Pirtle's checked in for Toronto. First one falls for him.
Well, when you watch Onyeka Okongwu, he's a guy who rebounds, scores, improves his game, and he's still got a lot of room to grow.
Well, you ask the older generation about load management. They'll bend your ear about back in the day, Grant.
Oh, yes, we will. But it's true that today's players average more distance covered per game, even if they're not walking uphill both ways, so you gotta take that into account.
To the paint. Here's Shed. Young with the defensive effort. The Hawks lead by 20. The three ball gets the three to fall.
They are unconscious from outside, and so far, the defense has had no answer.
Look, when the three is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
Mamukelashvili, no good.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots. Yeah, I think he's letting his emotions get the better of him on that foul.
So for the Hawks, Porzingis is checked in for Okongwu. Risache comes in for Alexander Walker. And Daniels is subbed in for Kennard.
Get it, young fella. Dyson Daniels has a lot of tools showing his hops on that one.
Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
And Young has got the ball here for Atlanta. And it's Porzingis that time. All the assists from Young. And it's 13 points for Kristaps Porzingis. And so here is Toronto. Pass to Mamukelashvili. To the middle. Here's Pirtle. Uses the glass on the layup.
You like how Barrett always keeps his eyes open, watching the court for those assist opportunities.
Atlanta's gone only 1 of 4 from the perimeter here in this fourth quarter. Outside Johnson. Outside Risache. Pass to Porzingis. Back to Risache. 4 on the clock. Here's Johnson. Pirtle grabs a miss. Pirtle's got a rebound number 5 here tonight. Grant, you look at some of the rule changes in recent years. Does it seem to you like coaches' challenges are here to stay?
You know, B.A., it does. And I think that's a good thing. You know, I can think of a few calls I would have liked to challenge in my day. So it's a nice option to have.
And the Hawks going with a whole new group out there. Toronto also changing it up. Scotty Barnes checked in for Pirtle. Dick comes in for Barrett. And quickly subbed in for Shed. No good on the second free throw.
Well, you never want to leave points at the line, especially when you're down late.
Now here's Okongwu, tightly guarded. Ooh, excellent D there from Barnes. The Raptors have gotten 3 of 8 shot attempts to find the net here in the fourth quarter.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Hawks.
And everything seemed to go their way today. They were firing on all cylinders, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., this was the kind of performance you relish as a player. Just a very impressive win.
And so this win marks their first victory of the new year.
And against a familiar opponent, it's nice to establish a psychological advantage with the win in the first game.
And as most people predicted, the defense, even though they were keying on him, had no answers for Trae Young.
Well, what an unselfish display from him tonight. Sharing the ball, creating for others, just beautiful basketball.
Pass to Payne. Good ball movement here by Atlanta. Kennard for 3. On target from range.
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
Yeah, they've got clutch guys on this team, and they never let up.
Here's Barnes. Launches it. Okongwu with the rebound. Here's Atlanta with the ball. They're on a 14-6 run. Payne against Quickly. Outside Payne. And so it's Atlanta easily grabbing this one. We saw 2 different teams tonight. One played with confidence, operating flawlessly. The other just looked lost.
And the energy in this building was awesome. The crowd was involved from the jump. And once they started to...
Trae, you guys had a look in your eyes tonight. How satisfying was it to get this win?
I mean, it feels great. It feels great getting the win. But at the end of the day, I mean, I'm just here to help my team win, whoever we're playing against. And that's all I care about.
Thanks, Trae. Guys?
Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that about does it for the first game of the new NBA season. With Grant Hill, Stan Van Gundy, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. And